Reimagining Elementary School, a new way of learning together, presented by Kaylin Bridgewater. In the traditional elementary school model, each student is assigned a new teacher and put in a new classroom every year. Many schools administer assessments and group children in an attempt to provide education that is a better fit with current levels of ability, but such methods have been found to lead to unintended consequences that have actually hindered learning. Each classroom has a single teacher for the majority of the school day. Some teachers may have a teaching assistant, but many work without the benefits of having collaboration from professionals with various areas of expertise. So, how successful is this current system? Well, recent reports indicate that when comparing developed nations, the United States falls in the middle of the rankings for reading and math. The rankings show a negative trend, and the United States has fallen behind other countries. There is also a disturbing achievement gap among different socioeconomic groups. Maybe it's time for a new model. As you can see, the United States found itself in the middle when compared with other countries. The math scores in particular were low, falling below the average math score of all the countries included in this recent study. We can do better. How can we do better? We can improve education by drawing on different classroom models that have shown to improve success in the classroom. If elementary schools combine looping, co-teaching, and age-based grouping, they can better serve students, teachers, and society. Looping allows students to stay with the same teacher and students for a longer period of time. Teachers move with their class when they get promoted to the next grade. Most of the time, teachers will stay with a group of students for 2 years before moving to a new classroom. Finland, a country that has shown higher levels of achievement than the United States, already uses looping in their school systems. In America, the Waldorf schools have also implemented looping as part of their program and have found success. Research has shown many benefits to looping. It enhances the bond between teachers and students, and this can lead to improvement with social and cognitive competence. Teachers become more familiar with student needs, which allows for better individualization of instruction. Children are allowed to grow at their own pace instead of being forced to conform to fixed grade standards. Teachers can help students retain information over the summer by giving assignments for them to complete and can more easily start instruction the second year. Teachers can create units of study that extend across the school years. There is also evidence of teachers collaborating more when they work at a school with looping. English language learners develop more confidence as they and their families get used to working with the same teacher, who in turn offers more support and forms a stronger relationship with the families. These relationships are found with all families as parents can become more comfortable communicating about student progress. Implementing looping would not require much additional expenditure on the part of school districts. Elementary school teachers are generally certified to teach multiple levels, so they would not need additional training in that area. By collaborating with veteran teachers, beginning teachers can share lesson plans and reduce the burden of planning for 2 different years of instruction. One of the major concerns of looping is personality conflicts between teachers and students. If that becomes a problem, students can be assigned to another classroom to better serve their needs. Overall, looping can create a more positive environment and increase the feeling of classroom being a better part of the community. Another way to foster stronger achievement for all students is by increasing the amount of co-teaching in the classroom. General and special education teachers work together, sharing teaching responsibilities as well as routines in the classroom. Increasing collaboration is required for all professionals in the school. Special education teachers have training that allows them to serve students with and without disabilities, and this can help meet mandates put forth by No Child Left Behind and the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, as it increases inclusion and universal learning. Co-teaching gives teachers assistance in sharing responsibility in creating and maintaining efficient routines and roles. When teachers collaborate during planning, sessions can become more productive. Research indicates that attitudes and academic ability of students with disabilities increases in co-teaching classrooms. General education students benefit as well, as they too have individual help and modifications. To work on a school-wide basis, special education teachers can be assigned to work with 2 teachers and provide assistance with teaching core subjects. To make sure that teachers are working together, shared planning periods will be required. Teachers with students in the same age group will also meet together regularly to make collaboration a practice all engage in to maximize lesson effectiveness. Finally, schools can move to a grouping system where age is the determining factor. By definition, grouping is the placement of students in educational settings based on specific factors determined by the school. Traditionally, grouping is related to perceived academic achievement or ability. However, a better model would be for grouping to be done based on the age of the student. The problem with traditional ability grouping is that it may actually increase the current gap in achievement between white students and minorities. Research shows that teachers tend to believe that older students who are more mature actually have higher ability. The possibility of incorrect assignment into these ability groups may have implications of lowering possible achievement all the way through a child's higher education. By grouping students by age, students do not have to compete against those who have had more time to develop and are only around those with similar maturity levels. Schools could instead make classroom placement decisions by dividing students into birth month cohort groups. This allows teachers to match instruction with developmental needs of students in a smaller range. This could be used throughout elementary school to minimize negative effects. The proposed new model of elementary education will have classes where students spend 2 years with a single teacher in a single classroom. Every teacher will be able to collaborate and co-teach with a special education teacher to effectively serve diverse populations. Children will be grouped with their peers by birth month, which allows them to be on a more even playing field so their chances of success will be increased in elementary school and beyond. The combination of looping, co-teaching, and age-based grouping allows students a more individualized learning experience. Stronger relationships can be built in the classroom that gives more support to all learners. Finally, the collaboration required for these reforms can become the driving force in schools and spread out into the community as a whole. For more information about the research mentioned in this presentation, please reference the listed sources.